right.
The old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card show. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tenakth.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
That it does.
What is that supposed to mean, though? Yeah, different people have different cultures. Do you have anything new to say about our clone?
Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Oh, there's two of you now!
What?
At least you seem to be handling it okay.
That's not exactly true.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Did you train in the meantime?
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Interesting. Wait, is Gaia teaching them somehow? I mean, the Apollo archives are gone, but Gaia herself might still retain some of the knowledge.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed, I promise.
Wait, do you not have a writing system of your own? I don't know.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I guess that's true. But she needs to get used to all of us, I guess.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
So, have you talked to Beta, is she called? God damn it.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Oh, already.
Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Wait, isn't my stash here? No, it's over here. What supplies are you talking about?
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache?
Yeah.
You left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
Have you talked to Beta?
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
We've met her, so we're not as surprised.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the sub-functions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Well, all of our lives we owe it to Hephaestus because its machines are the ones who stabilize the atmosphere or something. The ecosystem.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I guess she doesn't have a lot of freedom with the zeniths.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
The fact that she wanted to escape, that she escaped, means probably that the zeniths were treating her like a prisoner or something. Where is Val? Val is with Beta, probably.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
Where'd Catalo go?
Nah.
Yeah, where is Kotalo?
I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
I also want to hear his opinion. About Beta. Beta. We should give her a new name. Another name.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
What you doing? Val?
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
Oh.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Wow, we have the same voice. It's so uncanny. Oh, she's keeping it on her left side. We're keeping ours on our right side.
Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So Far Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
What?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship.
You were made, oh.
I spent years studying in my training interface. All so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
But why? Why? Okay, wait. The Zeniths are exactly them, the ancient humans that used to live on this planet, on Earth? This is going a little bit fast. About the Zeniths.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Hold on. Have we heard these names before in our investigation of the ancient ruins? I honestly don't remember. I am a little bit surprised that they held it together so well for like several centuries or even more. Especially people like them, like no people in high positions. I would imagine they would try to fight one another for power or something, but it seems not. And they even found out a secret to immortality, it seems. Where are the Zeniths located? Do they have a base?
The Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
I don't think everyone would come back here to the Earth. I think they sent a small team to investigate and to do whatever they're planning to do, wipe out life.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too.
Oh god. Oh yeah. But if Sirius is uninhabitable once again, this might mean that everyone needed to evacuate, right? This could mean that everyone's here after all.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
Well, I guess it's easy to get anyone's DNA. Just get them something to drink and swipe their glass. I don't know.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive,
Apollo
would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
How?
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating.
Well, I guess this is the least of her concerns. Your escape.
How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
That's really good. I just hope you are not some sort of spy, which I don't think you are. I am a little bit worried that they can just create another clone if they like, right? But yeah, without Elizabeth's DNA, I think the Zeniths can't really do anything here on Earth, right? They don't have the authority.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Bane is dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
Oh!
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Oh, and Gaia's kernel? She also took with her. Wow, the Zeniths don't have anything now. Do they? Maybe they made a copy already.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that.
Her role must be to access the already established systems on Earth.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system.
When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do.
Their signal.
Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise.
Surprise! Wow. Oh my god.
All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long?
How long?
You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
How do you know that?
Strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
Whoa, lady, calm
I don't
down!
even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey! Calm down.
Oh shit, lady.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack.
Wow.
Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Whoa, what did she expect from us?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
Come on.
I'll come
Give
back
her
later and
some
talk to
slack.
see if I can learn anything.
In her mind, we are further
I
along.
should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
What is her timeline then? She should really tell us what her envisioned plan was. Ah. Oh my god. Are we really going with the plan to let Gaia have Hephaestus make us a army of machines to defeat the Zeniths? Really? That doesn't sound intelligent or smart.
Hey, you and Erend okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. But if you need anything, just let me know.
What about your training?
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
They're not real
Maybe Gaia can
animals.
help you find something else. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Erend. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
Interesting. Metaphor.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Alright, cool.
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Well, didn't we want to analyze something? Maybe when we speak to Gaia? Yeah.
Welcome back.
Any ideas? Thoughts?
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core.
Wow.
Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based
Silence?
on the data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us.
Why not?
Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time.
I'm just
I guess
worried.
I'd better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Because they're
Thanks,
Gaia.
Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us.
I'm a little
Don't
bit.
distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
Their Gaia already has like 3 subordinate function, right? What if they absorb Hephaestus first? That would be a disaster.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Okay, so we didn't find Aletheia with Beta. We did find the Gaia kernel. So her message about Aletheia was just, yeah, her plan to get us come fetch her, I guess. Yeah, okay. I think we've already talked to her about everything, right? Oh, no. We have new information now from Beta.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over. So they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground.
Also, it might be the biosphere changed significantly since the departure, since the machines put everything back into place. Or recreated a biosphere, I don't know what happened. But we did see them running about on Earth freely, without any complex machinery, so they can live in Earth's biosphere.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Zenith identities. Are these names familiar to you?
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dahlgard was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Yeah, no question there.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines,
Oh my god.
no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
I'm not sure about this. The signal and other subordinate functions.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
Interesting. Could Hephaestus help defeat the Zeniths?
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've heard this before. I'm like, how did we conclude that the weapon is of Silencer's design? How did we conclude that? And why do we say that he's not willing to help us? It does concern him as well, right? Better.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
Huh.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
I guess the feeling's mutual. We are not what she envisioned either.
How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him.
You what?
I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
Where is he even?
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can then.
Okay.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Alternative?
Well, keep at it.
What do you mean? Once we have Hephaestus, everything will be fine, right? Right?
Al and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism.
Oh my god.
She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices
Oh.
and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
Oh.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
An incident?
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus
What?
as he attempted to affix it to his temple.
How?
Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have extras, I guess.
We do? Oh, how does that even happen? Like, crushing a focus with his bare hands? Like, that shouldn't be possible, I feel like. This place?
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
Okay.
I'll keep a lookout.
I don't know how these cameras would look like.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
Well,
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
Clawback era?
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
Wow. How many more of these old world discoveries did we discover?
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
What's embryogenesis? Have we not talked about these ones?
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
And about Zero Dawn?
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Wow.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Okay, let's find Kotalo. There's a new quest. Inside our base? Who dares give me a new quest? Zoe? Oops, so sorry. Errant, what are you? He's Just listening to that rock song.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Not really, but go on.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
Really?
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject
Yeah.
it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
To get what?
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
Can you even fight though? But I mean, whatever we do, even if we reboot it, can't Hephaestus just overwrite them again?
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
This is but only a temporary measure, I would imagine. Look at that idiot. The lovable idiot. Kotalo? Well, I don't know where Kotalo is. Let's just check all the rooms, I guess. This is Zoe and Val's room. Maybe he's sleeping? Oh. No.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Ooh. Nice.
I don't quite understand this.
Oh. Oh, what is this? This is a newly opened room. Kotalo is now using it. Are you trying to build your own arm or something?
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
In a way?
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
Oh no. You're training.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
That's a good question. And more importantly, can they produce them still now here on Earth? If yes, maybe an army is not enough to defeat the Zeniths.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Okay, I mean, it was blessed by the 10 before that as well, right?
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers.
Oh yeah.
She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just Looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
I mean, she won't die, but okay.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Yeah, maybe he had some preconceptions about the Noras. And now he's actually interacting with one Nora who doesn't fit with his beliefs. There's nothing here! Oh yeah, now it's gone. Okay.
I need to go.
On your way then.
What about the solution? What about your arm? Some solution you discussed with Gaia? Maybe next time. What is next? What is next? Next is Poseidon. I feel like it's easier to get to Demeter actually. We've been close to Demeter. So I guess I will do Demeter first. But let us read some character bios. Evira. Who's that again? A loyal soldier from the lowland clan, Evira embodies the hope and optimism of Chief Hekaro's dream of unity for the Tenakth. Committed to joining the tribe's peacekeeping marshals, she competed in the Korut, a rite that tested her skills as a fighter against the deadliest of machines. When Regalla attacked the event, she fought bravely in defense of her chief, and afterward was indeed ordained a marshal. She's one of the new marshals. I'm not sure why we have her bio here, because in my impression, the new marshals are just side characters, but maybe they're not. Beta. Beta is a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, born aboard the far zenith starship Odyssey on its return journey to Earth. Oh, they didn't build a new starship for that. It is Odyssey. Huh. Raised in isolation and compelled to learn a range of subjects related to Zero Dawn, from geoengineering to computer science and chemistry, she grew up believing that her role was to fix the broken terraforming system and heal the planet. But upon reaching the Earth and witnessing the cruelty of her Zenith benefactors, she began to suspect their goal was to destroy the world and remake it to their specifications. She quickly grew to despise her immortal captors, though she held little hope of escape. That all changed after she encountered Aloy, the Hades proving lab. Later, when Beta was sent on a mission to recover Eleuthia, she devised a daring plan to defect to Aloy's side, hoping that a genetic twin would offer her shelter. She succeeded, only to learn that Aloy's struggle against the Zeniths would be far more difficult than she ever imagined. My goodness. Better? Oh yeah, we've read this. Yeah, we've heard this as well. Okay, let's work on our skills. We have 11 skill points. Maybe I can upgrade my stealth Vela Search. Alright. Shall we look at Trapper, maybe? Nimble Crafter. Crafting faster doesn't seem as important. But quick-wire might be something. Costs 3 skill points. Okay. Okay. Fireclaw. Where are my quests? Poseidon. On the other hand, maybe going to Poseidon will give me the upgrade I need for swimming, like holding my breath longer or something. I could imagine. What about cauldrons? There's a cauldron in the north. Maybe I should do the cauldron first. Oh, no, don't use a fast travel pack. There's no new stuff, right? We should... get to my stash.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later.
What? I think we've examined every. Oh God! What the heck, game? Stop doing that. I thought we left this behind us. Okay.
Is this easy?
Oh, another rumor? Really?
I see you, champion. Sit, please. You should know the rebels have been busy. They've set up outposts to the west. And I know the marshals can't deal with all of them, so I'd stay alert out there if I were you.
Alright.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
Getting rid of those outposts might stop the rebels from killing more of their own. Maybe I can lend the marshals a hand.
Did we get anything? Oh, yeah. This one, right? Right outside the city of, what's it called? A scalding spear. Okay, you know what? Sure. What is this quest? Zoe. Maybe we should do Zoe's quest first. That makes sense, I suppose. Campfire?
Safe travel.
Here. Okay, let's see. We have tripwires equipped. Is that the rebel outpost already? Maybe it's a regular outpost. Yeah, it's a regular. All right. And the rebel outpost is this direction on the mountain, directly next to a regular outpost. Oh.
Hot. I'm sweating everywhere.
Doing a lot of physical work, climbing and jumping and stuff. There it is. Maybe I can go to a advantageous position.
Rebels. I heard they were in the area. Best way to get rid of them is to take out their leader.